Hilary Edmunds admits she's probably a little too overprotective of her 2.5-year-old daughter Desiree, but she's desperate to ensure her child doesn't fall victim to the same cycle of abuse that she's dealt with for years. Hilary was raped when she was just 7 years old. Her teenage years were plagued by physical assaults, including an attack by her own father that landed him in jail for 2 months. Even after she left her home in coastal Labrador, she continued to fall into relationships with men that eventually turned abusive.
The only thing I could say that kept me going was my mom, and the motto, I call it. The motto is somebody else out there always got it worse than you. So that's what I've been saying to myself for years.
But eventually, even that motto wasn't enough, and Hilary, after years of suffering in silence, finally reached out for help.
I just had to tell somebody because I felt like I had no one to turn to. And I think the first person that actually noticed that I was starting to become not Hilary, not somebody that wasn't me, I think I just had to open up to them and say, you know what, this is happening to me.
There was no one defining moment that motivated Hilary to break her silence. She says after years of keeping her emotions bottled up, she finally reached her breaking point.
I just had to let it out. And when I finally let it out, that's when I started to build a little bit more confidence in trying to, I guess, reach out.
Once free of the self-imposed stigma of being a victim of domestic violence, Hilary says the changes to her quality of life were almost immediate.
Once you get out and you actually do get help, it's so refreshing, and you can actually start to see yourself change when you do get the help. And it's amazing how different you will become when you do open up and get help.
Now 24, Hilary has dedicated her life to helping other women facing similar circumstances. She's currently studying criminology in college and volunteers her time at the Women's Center in Corner Brook, working with the Western Regional Coalition to End Violence.
She wants to help people, and she's really motivated to do that, and that kind of pushes her even beyond that realm of discomfort. She knows what her purpose is, and she just goes for it.
I really want to help women like that are in these situations, and just to let them know that it will be okay if you get help. I mean, yes, you might feel stuck, you might feel so depressed and so down that you don't want to get help and you feel embarrassed and ashamed, but it's really nothing to be ashamed of.
As for her daughter, Desiree is still a little too young to understand the hurdles her mother has had to overcome. But Hilary is hoping taking a stand today will mean a better life for Desiree tomorrow. For NTV News, Don Bradshaw, Corner Brook.